Hey gang, Hammersill here. Okay, random match. You can see that I am playing the, because I have no idea what the actual pronunciation is supposed to be, I'm going to call this ship Skåne. So, it is a Tier 8 match. I'm in a Tier 7 DD that does not have smoke, and there are CVs in the game.
Action stations.
Always going to be exciting when that's the case. However, there are only one DD per team, so maybe, just maybe, the CV will start on the opposite side of the map, and I'll have a little bit of time to operate before he or she find me. Now, I could have gone, really could have gone anywhere here. I went this direction because if the CV does go center, without smoke, I'm almost certain to be killed in the B cab. And there's a significant amount of potential help with the AA if I go this direction. Bismarck, Pensacola, Colorado, Bojani. And you can see that the CV on the enemy team did go to A first. The fact that he's dropping fighters suggests that he has a DD heading that way to secure the A cab. You can see our entire team has opted to focus on Bravo and Charlie, and we're getting a little bit more of a picture on the minimap of how many ships have been committed to Alpha on the other team. Now, in general, I kind of agree with what the Monarch said there in our chat. I hate to just give up a cap. But those are just preemptive. You know, maybe I catch somebody coming around that corner. And the torps on this thing reload so fast, why not? But although I agree in principle with what Monarch captain on our team said in the chat, I don't think going down there alone was a very good idea, especially when he could see that there were a Albemarle, Nagato, and Warspite, plus the DD that's already in the cab. I think facing off with all of that alone was probably not a very good idea. Now, you can see a little bit of smoke there. Probably Kutuzov. And the enemy team has secured the Bravo cap and is working on the Alpha cap. I'm here at Charlie, and I'm watching all of our guys on that side taking up positions behind the islands, which does not surprise me in the least. Even though they have to know that the destroyer on the enemy team is at the Alpha cap, they're all hiding as though they're expecting torpedoes any second. Now, I'll grant you, Miyoko does have good torpedoes and they have a long range of 10 kilometers, but the way they're bunching up behind that rock just makes so little sense.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I was able to pace North Carolina pretty well. If I'd have caught him with all the torpedoes, I might have finished him off, but only got him with 5 of the 6. So I've got to count on my teammates to do the rest of the work. And they do. I'm going to get this cap secure, and now I have to decide what am I going to do from here. Well, I need to go back the other direction.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
There's the enemy DD.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
That ship is very fast and has pretty good guns. Really hoping for lots of help here. And my team appear to be content
Fire on the target.
to just let that DD take the cap I just secured.
Torpedoes, direct front.
The entire team, I just had to show you, all sitting behind rocks. Nobody willing to stick their nose out even for a second to get a shot off.
Engine boost deactivated. Concentrate fire on the target.
But that's fine, we're up a ship. We lose this cap, we just do. Finally, Baltimore captain realizes, hey, we give them all the caps and then sit and do nothing but sit behind these islands. Probably not going to win. So, and there goes the cap. So, although we are up a ship, and you can see me pinging saying, come on guys.
Proceed to capture that area.
Lexi finishes off their Scharnhorst. Now we have a 2-ship advantage. Now I know Miyoko's right there.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
And I know that this is a long shot because I'm so close, I'm probably going to get spotted here, but now we've got friendly aircraft coming in, and Miyoko is turning to avoid that. That's always a nightmare for a DD player. You target a ship with your torpedoes, and then the friendly CV goes after them, and it's almost guaranteed that the target is going to be changing course in order to avoid the aircraft. And now I find myself with my torps having done nothing, and I'm hydroed, so I'm going to just try and finish them off with guns.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
And while I have not done a whole heck of a lot this game, at least so far, I am very, very happy to see that the vast majority of our team is at Charlie, that they are heading into the cap at this point. I can't help but laugh. I mean, how did Hipper not know there were going to be torpedoes coming from a Miyoko that turned a broadside? And he just sat there. I debated about heading into the Pensacola's, but if I get plane spotted, the two of them would shred me in 2, maybe 3 volleys.
Attention, reporting the target position.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
So I'm going to kite, throw torpedoes out ahead of them, and hope that my team is able to secure an advantage up here. I'm watching our guys just drop like flies.
Engine boost deactivated.
about to win.
So here we are, down by about 450 points. And that's all just allowing the enemy team to take all the caps. We do finally have a ship advantage. And we're getting that, well, we're expanding that ship advantage. But it's not over yet. We're still down by 343 points. We've got a Pensacola and a New Orleans that are having a really hard time finishing off a DD. But they do manage to drag him down. And now we've got 2 caps. We're really gonna need that 3rd cap. We've got 6 minutes 44 seconds left, and we're down to 261. Well, about 260 points, roughly. They've still got a Warspite, a couple Pensacola's, and their CV.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
And they have opted to focus our Bismarck. Now, the Skåne has decent anti-aircraft for a Tier 7 destroyer. But there's only so much help I can offer to the Bismarck. Now, I'm sure it may have looked like I was throwing torps
Engine boost activated.
at nothing in that gap, but I was guessing that the Warspite would push into that gap in an effort to try and keep guns on our Bismarck. And he did. And I was able to put 4 torpedoes in his side. Now, the torpedoes on these European destroyers, they don't do anywhere near the damage that most of the other destroyer lines will do. But they are very fast, and they reload quickly. Normally I would try to follow that up with another set in order to get him flooding again. And he wouldn't have the ability to stop that right away, but I really felt like the better choice was to continue on and try and secure this cap. The Pensacola division on the other team is, well, they and the Warspite, if they're working together, they've got our Pensacola in a really bad spot. We're still down almost 300 points. It looks like the enemy Warspite has beached himself. So our guys now should be able to finish him off. And look what I found. Now, decent range on these torpedoes of 12 kilometers. So I'm going to throw some torpedoes out ahead of him
Engine boost deactivated.
before I open up with guns. Now I looked at the time remaining to secure the cap and determined I had just enough time to make sure I had the cap before he found me. I know I'm going to get whacked with planes here any second, but I'm going to keep the fire up. And the torpedoes are already on the way.
Problem solved, sir.
Could have been better, but I'll take 3 torpedo hits. And I will just keep pouring it on. Now we have a points lead, we have all the caps. They have only 1 ship. And this game has turned around. And since it's going to be over here very soon, I will say thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, love to see them below. And I will see you the next time.
Reporting the position of a strategic target. Roger.